God fucking damn it. Alright. I guess I have to eventually record a fucking review for this game. God, I wish I wasn't a lazy piece of shit. And I didn't just upload fucking slop. It is what it is. This whole thing was recorded live on my Twitch channel, which you should go fucking check out. I play a lot of Lethal Company with a bunch of autistic people, and sometimes League of Legends because I'm a loser, IRL. Fun fact. If you drop by, I will personally kiss you on the lips, like IRL. There's some Twitch chatter out there that can attest to that. Not in a gay way though, because that's gay. Facts no printer. It's also 3 in the morning, so forgive me for the extra autism in this review. Alright, fuck it, let's hop straight into it. Alright, the game I played was Borderlands the Pre-Sequel, even though I played it, last summer, and it's now winter, but still, we're doing this. I'm gonna go over the story real fast, then I'm gonna go over what I liked, then what I disliked, and then I'm gonna rate it. Alright, we're gonna do this fast. Alright, you land on a ship, you fucking slam down, you're supposed to help Handsome Jack, which is the guy who hired you, find some fucking vault. When you show up, his house is getting raided by the FBI because he had too much child porn on his computer or some shit. I don't really fucking care. You save him and you tell him what a VPN is. You try to leave his house, but his neighbor car blocked him in the driveway, so you gotta jump out the fucking window with a giant cannon. You get shot out of a cannon, you land on a moon, obviously you can't breathe in space, so you start suffocating. That's when a lesbian Australian woman, say that 10 times fast, comes over and rescues you. She shows you what an Oz kit is, she gives you guns and more shit. She tells you if you want to get off of this part of the moon, you have to reactivate the jump pads, but there's some asshole fucking big spaceman guy blocking the jump pad controls or some shit. Correction, he's holding the keys to your car. It doesn't really matter, you fucking mop the floor with him at like level 5. You drive over to the main city where upon entering, the mayor immediately tries to lock you in by closing down everything. So you leave through the back of the titty bar and your first objective is to turn off some fucking satellite so your boss can like teleport around and shit. You turn off said satellite after murdering Max Mofo and fucking anything for views. Your boss teleports, you go and see the mayor and you realize he's been fucking a robot instead of doing his job and he's been paid off by a bunch of the FBI people. I don't fucking... You can't get back inside your house because there's some fucking scramblers, so you ask the lesbian where it is, and she tells you, oh, it's behind a code, that it's 808, because comedy. You get a new car and you hop some fucking jumps, who knows. Eventually you show up to some condo that belongs to an NPC named Pickle. This is the worst NPC in the game, mainly because I can't stand fucking British people, so,
Here to help, if the price is right.
Oh! Ew! Dude! What the fuck?
You realize the signal's coming from some fucking robot making processing plant. You see that Stephen Hawking is blocking the fucking scrambler, so you murder the poor handicapped man. You get the idea to build a robot army to help take over your house, or your boss's house again. Oh, by the way, Stephen Hawking was fucking some AI, so she's with you now. And now she's dead. That's, nope, there you go. You TP to the Helios station, you start fucking mopping kids, the usual. You eventually fight all the way to Jax's office, and you take that as like a place to set up. The house is still trying to blow up the moon, so to turn off the fucking house, you have to go rescue some scientists, I'm pretty sure. I don't know, it's been a minute. Turns out one of the scientists is a mole, and he's working with fucking the FBI lady that's trying to kill Jack. So, in a moment of brilliance, he was like, what if I just killed all 3 of them and removed the possibility of fucking up and not killing them all? So he does. You disable the shield around the eyeball that's shooting lasers at the moon. I'm all over the place. If you want to know what actually happens in the game, go fucking play it yourself. Door's locked, so you have to go the long way home. Zarpedon, the lady that was trying to murder Jack the whole time, the leader of the fucking gang, she catches you slacking. You promptly put a bullet in her face, the usual. After you retake over the eyeball that's shooting the planet, Jack tries to keep it, but the titty bar lady decides that you don't get to keep it. So it makes Jack a little mad, just a little bit mad. So he goes full-blown psycho and tells you to open up the fucking vault anyways. You roll up and you murder a jet that you could have easily ran away from. This is like the hardest fight in the fucking game because you can only shoot him for there's only 5-second windows that you can shoot him, and he has just an ungodly amount of health. You eventually make it through the vault after fighting a gajillion fucking alien dudes. Big old alien dude tries to stop you. He's like the final protector of it. So you start whooping his ass and he turns into a fucking Cuphead boss. It's super fucking weird, but eventually he dies like everything else. Jack gets access to the vault. He's able to see into the future temporarily, and then Lewis just shows up and punches him in the dick, because fuck that guy, I guess. He gets a fat-ass scar in his face, and he can see into the future, which is kind of weird, but, you know, it's fine. This game's in a vacuum. Ignoring the other games, by the way. I don't know if you noticed. So he's super angry, and he wants to take over Pandora. But you decide that's when you want to call it quits, because you don't want to work for this guy anymore, because he's obviously off his rocker. I'm not going over the epilogue and prelogue. I honestly don't give a fuck. They're not really important to the story. Just play Tales of the Borderlands. Alright, let me go over what I disliked about the game. Character writing. Oh my god, what the fuck is going on with the character writing? Maybe it's because I'm American and every time I hear the fucking nails on the chalkboard European accent, my ears begin to bleed promptly. Okay, it's not that bad. I'm just being a dickhead for no reason. But some of the characters are just, well, I don't care. They're either annoying, or I don't care, or they are carried by the fact that they are very well recognized from a way better game. Mizumi lady, for example, she's always dragged through the mud, I know, but she's just an alright character. She's pretty bland. Like, it's just like, not saying that there's anything wrong with gay characters, but she does feel very diversity quota-ish, if you know what I mean. Like, she was there to, you know, please people, instead of writing a genuine character. Token character, that's what it's fucking called. She's a token. Okay, she's not a complete token, but she's very token-y. Nurse Nina, she's Russian because she's Russian. That's her only personality trait. I don't even know if she's Russian. But her personality trait, her entire personality is that accent. And that applies with, like, a lot of the new characters, to be fair. Like, Athena is the very stoic, not good guy. I don't fucking care. Another poo-poo feature, guns. They get so stale, so fast. If you don't know how guns work in Borderlands, it's a very number combination kind of thing. Advertisement is like, millions of different guns, you hardly ever get the same gun twice, you know, blah 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 blah. They are all the same gun. Every Jacobs pistol's the same, every fucking Hyperion pistol's the same, every Jacobs rifle's the same, every fucking everything's the same. Reference the number combination thing. So what's different between each gun is the attachments on them. An example, like numbers 1 through 9, and it's a 5-digit like pin. Sure, there's millions of possibilities of what the pin could be. Well, not millions, but you know, you get the example. There's a ton of different possibilities what that pin could be. But it's guaranteed going to be a number that's 1 through 9 in each slot. Like, yeah, it's a new number, but I mean, it's just gonna be like it's predictable. It's a good way to put it. It's it's new, but it's predictable. Like, yeah, it's this attachment instead of this attachment. Womp womp. Now the gun's worse. Fuck. I mean, it's a good concept, but it's just like you just see the same gun over and over. That's what it felt like. Like, honestly, maybe that's a bad take, but that's just how I felt. And the last thing I have to bitch and moan about, some of the leveling is just fucking useless. There are some perks that are just like, yeah, that's a thing. It is a perk. It's a waste of a perk point, but it's a perk. It wasn't really apparent for the character I was playing, and I know it's not nearly as bad in this game as it is in some other games, too. But it does suck when there is a objectively better tree than the other. Like, yeah, that tree is good. It's good. But you're actually fucking trolling if you don't pick the actual good tree. There's a tree that they had a vision for the character, and then there's the tree that they had because they had to make 3 trees. Like, you kind of understand what I'm saying. One was the passion, the other was the homework. So it's very fill-in-y. But instead of bitching, how about I go over what I loved about the game? And the first thing I loved about the game was the leveling. Yes, it's on here twice. I have a love-hate relationship with the leveling. I hate that some of the perks are very like, it's this perk or nothing. But it's not always like that. And when it's not, or even when it is, they're a blast. It's like easily the coolest part of the fucking game. It's what makes playing the game so worth it, because the perks are just so fucking cool. It almost makes me like forget the fact that I don't like the fact that some of the trees are useless, because the trees that you do actually use are just so fucking cool, it doesn't really matter. This is the first. It's on the cons and a pro. It's a pro and a con. Never heard of before. I know I'm fucking breaking new grounds here, really. Another thing I absolutely fucking adored is the movement. Holy shit. I know I'm trying to review this game in like a vacuum, like trying to ignore the other games and try to review it by itself, but fuck. Compared to the other games, this movement is amazing. It feels fluid. I mean, like some people say it's floaty, like my roommate. But it's very nice. I wish they'd bring the Oz kits back. They are so fun. I fucking love the Oz kits. I love the movement. I love ground pounding. I love doing cool fucking combos with ground pounds and jumping and just using the fucking Oz kits to escape. It is so fucking good. God, the movement's amazing. The oxygen system's not even that bad. It's not even that annoying. Like, you hardly notice it. It is such a huge pro about the game. It really is. It's unironically a learning curve, which is good. You should, like, learn how to move better over time. That makes the game fun. And another thing I absolutely adored, the last thing I adored about the game, the setting. For something that takes place on the moon, you would think this game gets stale really, really, really fucking fast because you're on a moon. So, you know. But surprisingly, to their, credit, the setting and the environments were kind of somewhat, like, freshened up. I mean, it's still moon. It's like moon this, moon that. But fucking, I don't know. I just don't feel like I'm in the same place eternally. It does feel like I'm in a different place. It does feel like I'm progressing and I'm going to different areas. And it's just not the same setting repeating over and over again like some other games had a problem with. Okay, if I had to put this game on my tier list, it is a really high C. I was thinking putting it as a B, but that's my rose-tinted glasses talking. It's an alright game. It's not a bad game. By any stretch of the imagination, it's not a bad game. But it's an okay game. What really holds it back is the fact that if you played this by yourself, you would probably get really fucking bored really fucking fast. It gets super stale pretty quickly. And so when you're playing with a friend, it goes a lot faster. Like a significant amount faster. Significantly, fuck my life, goddamn. Like I said, it's fun to play. It's fun to play if you're looking for a junk food of a game, but if you're into like wine tasting a game, decipher that how you will, by the way. I'm kind of autistic, good luck. This isn't a game to be played if you're looking for a new experience. This is a game to be played if you're looking to turn off your fucking brain. And there's some replay value, not really. I mean, it's cool to see what the other characters do, but you can read it and then like halfway through you're just like, is it really worth putting in the time so I can kill a guy slightly faster? Not really. So, not a ton of replay value. So that's why it's a C. If I had to recommend it on a scale from 1 to 10, it's a 7. It's extremely beginner friendly. If you were to hand someone a controller who's never played a game before, they would, actually enjoy the game. It's not super challenging by any means. It's not like you have to sit there and try your ass off. It's very welcoming. But like I said, if you're looking for an experience or, something to do by yourself, I wouldn't really recommend this. Not the greatest in the story department. I mean, it's serviceable. It's still fun, don't get me wrong, so that's why it's a 7. But it's like, if you have a buddy, and your buddy is new to video games, it's a really safe pick. And that's pretty much everything. This is a pretty quick video. I'm just trying to get this out of the way, to be honest. Hopefully Borderlands 3 is just as quick. Speaking of Borderlands 3, for those who actually fucking cared, I corrupted a hard drive because I'm autistic. So, no more. I don't have any more raw footage of me playing Borderlands 3. So, I could have saved it for my Twitch because, I live streamed it. But by the time the thing corrupted, it was like already a month old. Because I'm a lazy asshole and I let school and other shit get ahead of me first. Yeah, that was an excuse. I was really playing League. Hopefully my Borderlands 3 video is just as fucking quick, but who knows? Got this far, thank you so much for watching. You're a beautiful bastard. I love you a lot. Like I said, I live stream almost everything. I try to live stream at least once a week. Stop by. I'll kiss you on the lips personally. And yeah, I'll see you guys later. Later.